If a man can have peace over problems, why choose problems? What does peace look like for older men?
So for me specifically, I looked at other people's relationships and tried to troubleshoot so I wouldn't be in those issues. I specifically was choosing peace. My relationship was a form of peace because I see the people who have the problems and I understand some of the basic things that create the environment for those things. So finding an argumentative woman attractive because you feel like she's gonna fight harder for you is also gonna be a problem for you in the end because she's gonna eventually start fighting with you. She's gonna eventually be argumentative with you. She's gonna eventually be nagging towards you. Um, I don't think you should equate peace with not being with the woman because a woman can be a ultimate form of peace if you find the right type of woman.
Or if you're a peaceful man yourself, and you ain't gonna let that shit get to you anyway. I mean, problems are always gonna be there. It's more so how you respond to it, and you gotta respond in a peaceful and stoic way as a man. Like women, your woman gonna walk in with attitude, and you probably gonna be like, "Why you acting like that towards me?" Like, bro, you don't know she probably had a bad day at work. Or probably went through something that you have no idea about. But emotional intelligence, which is something that we named before, is key that a lot of men are missing because they'll just be real snappy. They'll equate to a woman's emotions. They'll make it about them. It's not about what she went through, what she's doing, or anything like that. Like, men, I think, are supposed to be peaceful no matter what happens. I say, for me, I was in previous relationships where a woman will trip on me because I'm not causing problems. And it's like, if I'm not hectic, tripping, or whatever, I must not love you or something like that. It was weird, but I'm like, I'm not that type of guy. You could go find somebody else to do all that back and forth shit with. I'm gonna just be here chilling. You know what I'm saying? But like, say if it's time to really, put my foot down, I will. But shit, you can't be sweating every little thing as a man. You just got to know, like, some things, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? You can't help it, but you could just remain peaceful no matter what's going on. You could be peaceful in a storm. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Look,
in
I
my
got
opinion,
go
I would
ahead.
say that a woman can't bring you peace, right? I feel like she could sometimes take it away, but if a woman brings you peace, and you probably are already a broken man, right? So you would stay you would stay away from. And honestly, if a woman is bringing you peace, and you weren't already at peace, then you probably need to look from within, right? That, I think that's where peace comes from, within. I'm at peace. It doesn't matter, female or not. You know what I mean? Now, if you get in the wrong female who's disruptive, combative, and all that, that could absolutely disrupt your peace, right? And I think that's what men are choosing now sometimes, because right now, just with the majority of candidates available, you're finding these types of issues, right? You have people who are not prepared, to Will's point, not taught to be wise, but um, yeah, and they don't care to be wives, and a lot more people are coming into relationships for opportunities, and I don't think it's ever been anything different where people are going into a relationship but for whatever it is that they are attracted to, right? But the problem is what women feel like they need to give back in return, which is the issue. And which is why men are saying, you know what? I'm out. Juice ain't worth the squeeze. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather just go ahead and, like Hank would say, grab the bottle of lotion and then just call it a day. Get my little VR glasses or something. And, you know what I mean? Or my latest toy or something. My little robots is coming too. So, you know, and it's showing out. It's showing out. If you're looking at our birth rates, it's like what, 1.7 now and declining. God forbid you start looking at Asia. You go to South Korea, it's like .68. So it's getting worse and worse and worse. A lot of men are just saying the hell with it. I'd rather be peaceful.
I think so. To answer that, Trap. So I think I have an extreme, like the fight or flight response. My fight response once triggered is very, very, very high, right? And my wife has been able to help me, like looking at her, because she see it about to happen, like say somebody do something and I try and ignore, if I respond, it's probably gonna be extremely violent. And seeing her get afraid, like I see it in her eyes when she's like, no, please don't, please don't do this. That can calm me down. I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but that absolutely can calm me down. Because that could calm me down. So
right. But when you
I
bring it back to the
maintain.
root, right? That's an issue from within. Would you agree that if you were not emotionally regulated, then, which I don't want to call you broken, but it kind of goes back to what I was talking about. It has to be a problem from within where you need outside regulation. You know what I'm saying?
So no, like I said, it's a fight or flight from growing up and violence being the first thing to turn to.
Yeah.
If at this age, you know, I regulated pretty well, but once I get past the point where I'm like, bro, I'm not about to talk to you no more. We gonna get it cracking. If she can assist in bringing that down, she can bring peace to that situation, either in various different ways. But she absolutely has the power to do that. Like she absolutely got the power to do that.
Yeah, but Trev, having a counterpoint like that, is that a bad thing? Because we all are broken in some way, shape, or form, and that is a lifelong journey for many. Many ain't gonna admit it because we're not perfect in human form at no point in time, even when we got one foot in the box. So now, if you have someone who is your counterpoint, I agree that you should have a lot of stuff understood about yourself, but we all do have triggers. Now, if he has someone in his life that truly loves him, that he can open up and no longer have to be stoic with, and show him and show her his entire being, you know, unashamed, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's
I'm not saying that's a bad thing, Kenny. So all I'm saying is that, right? And I would agree. I got tons of shit with me, right? But peace ain't one of them. There's nobody who could tell you otherwise, right? That'll be like, oh well, this dude is not at peace. I am, right? So that's all I'm saying. The peace part of it. If you have somebody who can assist you with that, and that's what you need, that's great, and that's probably somebody who you should look for in your life. But I would never ever promote codependency. I always say you should steer on the side of interdependency.
Who's gonna wipe your ass when you're sick?
I mean, certain things you have no control over, but my emotions I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could see your emotions. I think that kind of goes against the concept of everything in this universe being a polarity, the yin and yang. So just to Marcus' point, right? Marcus, he said he's been married for 14 years. You've been with your old lady for 14 years, right? So this woman is his yang to his yin. You know, when he's ready to pop off, she comes in and calms the beast. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's I understand what you're saying, but I think that is also important because, to Kenny's point, we all have something that we're dealing with. You know, even though we may be at peace, we all have something that we're dealing with, and the expectation should be that your wife is going to be there to be able to balance you, you know what I'm saying, and to make you whole in that area. I also want to add, and I'm not sure if this question is being directly aimed at women, but I think that why most men choose problems over peace is because we, as I stated earlier, we're problem solvers. So if there's something that we see that we feel that we can fix, or we feel that we can handle, we can address, whatever the case may be, we're going to go head on with it. Because
so you see a hoe in the street, you think you can make her a wife?
I'm not doing that.
No, but that's your concept. You just said.
But to that point, Darwin, we know that there are men that do it. That's why the saying that you can't turn a hoe into a housewife has been around before Kenny and Hink.
But
You
it
know what I'm
wasn't off the guys. It's not off the guys that they feel like, oh, I'm just gonna find me a hoe so I can go fix it. It wasn't off the guys of that. It was off the guys of this man had got a connection with this woman. He thought maybe our connection matters more than her current behavior. It wasn't a matter of I have this problem-solving gene in my body that just makes me compelled to want to go fix holes. That wasn't never a matter of that, man. And this thing about peace, man, and just to try to bring it back to the question. Yeah, we got to talk about the problems, man. The problems is I don't even know if we even listed the problem. The problems is the divorce, the combativeness, the hoish behavior, all of these things. Come on, man. Let me just tell you what peace is like for me, so you can get an understanding. And I like that Sherm used the thing where the woman comes in the door. Peace for me is no resistance. When I come downstairs, when I go in the refrigerator, pour me something to drink, I don't want to be met with all these fucking complaining and shit. When you come in a house and you got a problem at work that I ain't got shit to do with it, hell no. Leave that shit right at the fucking door. Don't come in the house coming at me with no problems. I don't need nobody to suppress me with no emotional intelligence. Fuck that.
Hey, man, that's kind of selfish, though, Darwin.
Shut the hell up. Sit your ass down. Calm down and let's talk about it. I'm a man. This is my home. You're not. This is your home too, but you're not finna come to me and be yelling at me. Hell no. You could turn right around and go out the door.
I mean, what if she was just trying to tell you about her day and she needed somebody?
She could tell me about her day peacefully.
Right or no,
but it may not come out peacefully all the
time. I would tell her, hey, look, you need to go get some milk for the kids and come back when you calm down. Don't come in the house like that.
That's when she's gonna get her a side nigga because you acting like that.
And then she can stay. Outside the house.
She gonna get a side nigga
that's way more important than the problems that she accrued while she was at work or out in whatever she was at.
Lord Jesus.
I mean, but bro, I'm just saying.
Well, the solution to that is to bring your woman home.
Me being an older man, let me answer this question. If a guy, you know, who does it, who likes problems, he's more like he's a degenerate anyway, who had never learned how to problem solve shit, in my opinion. So, what does peace look like for older men? Man, a quiet place where they can, decompress, man, and just unwind whatever they going through at work, whatever they going through out in the world, whatever, man, maybe they dealing with it even at home, somewhere where they could quietly is kept and just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? For me, going out to my favorite fishing hole, smoking a cigar on the deck, man, that's my way of dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Of regaining my peace. You know what I'm saying? Don't disturb me. Y'all know when I'm out there. Don't come out there. Let me be. I'm out there on the grill, smoking a turkey or whatever I'm doing. Let me be and let me enjoy this cigar and be at peace. And whatever it is, I'll deal with it later. Is the house burning down? We flooded? No? Cool. I'll deal with it later.
Hank, you said fish and hole. I thought you said fish and hole. I was like, wait, what did he say?
I forgot one thing, bro. Peace is also psychological. It ain't always physical. It ain't always, the setting, the atmosphere. If I'm sitting there chilling and I'm sitting back and I'm drinking my yak or whatever the hell I got, and I get a notification, oh, such just spent $2,500. You fucking with my peace. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that
what
shit.
You gonna do about it then?
Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna address it. But I'm saying like shit like that. Well, fuck with my peace. Hold on, we got to talk about these big transactions just all of a sudden out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna turn it to Ike Turner. Hearing you. It be sounding like you be putting your cape on for these women out here. You sound like a tyrant at home.
Right.
I mean, that's the problem. When y'all
I ain't mad at it.
Y'all attach tyrant to it. Y'all giving women ammunition to emasculate us. As actually just being a man.
Right.
It's just
shouldn't have put the word
that's normal behavior. That's normal behavior every man should have. You should be able to slap your hand down on the table and say, shut the hell up. And it shouldn't be nothing, but I'm being a man.
Listen, I agree with you, but I'm just talking about what people are going to say. I shouldn't have used the word tyrant. I shouldn't have put it out there.
We got to sound like a damn what they say.
That's what people tell me, So I'm agreeing with you 100%. It's just I can't believe you saying this, brother. I would have never suspected to hear these words come out your mouth.
You ain't never had a conversation on this.
I know. I just wouldn't have suspected it. That's why I'm telling you. I'm like, hey,
I kind of feel slighted because it's almost
don't
like
feel
you was
slighted.
taking me
I'm
out.
agreeing with you.
No, you had some expectations of me.
No, I told you I be seeing you be
You
putting your
even
coat
use the
on.
word cape. Like what the
Yes.
fuck? Will?
Hey, Will.
Will, where you live at, Will?
I live in Atlanta. You gonna come beat me up?
hey, Will, you forgetting Darwin ex-military, man. You know.
So hey, he just gonna have to kick my ass. Listen, Darwin, you'll kick my ass, then we'll go play some ball later. That's okay. I ain't gonna be mad that he kicked my ass.
I'm saying, you know, ex-military, man, they be tough on them, bro.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, he in whistles. He in that
All
chair.
the ex-military men, I know some suckers.
Hey, hold on. You a combat veteran, Darwin?
Wait, what?
I'm not saying you are. I'm talking about the ex-military men. Listen, how you gonna remember Sharm said, man, you can't speak on my experiences. This is my experiences. They be pandering, they be simping. I'm just telling you my experience.
Man,
I know a lot of
Darwin, you a combat veteran too?
Bruce be doing.
No, I wasn't combat. I was support.